for the type of dancing that I wanted to do, I didn't feel like there was that opportunity. So I created that.
So it was actually the type, almost the genre of dance that you...
Yeah, and kind of adapting ballet and modern techniques to my body and then to other bodies, to really create compelling work.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Yeah. Because that's really interesting approach. And do you think that that kind of lack of access is a generalized lack? Was that a generalized lack? Like people weren't actually not only not working perhaps with people with special needs of some sort, but not doing a lot of that art work as well?
Yeah, for sure. And wanting to be considered for being a professional dancer, I felt like there wasn't that opportunity that others are providing. So I wanted to create that. I didn't see people like me, or in general, a range of diverse bodies on stage. So I wanted to create a space where that could be celebrated, because we live in a world where there are diverse bodies, and I feel like it should be reflected in our art form as well.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah. So what is your aspiration, do you think, with it now?
Now?
Oh, yeah.
I want to continue growing and continue making partnerships and performing at a variety of places and creating a lot more work and just growing all of our programs, especially our community engagement and our education programs as well.
Yeah, right. What have you learned about your process over time? You've been going for a couple of years now, 2 or 3 years. What have you learned about your process with people?
I learned that there needs to be an open and welcoming space for folks to be able to explain their needs or give them the space to figure out those needs if they haven't really figured out their range of expression, and just kind of working with folks and continuing to evolve and continuing to add not only the stories that I want to tell, but have their own identities mixed in with that, so that it's not just me, but that they're shining on stage.
That's interesting. So you're kind of finding that people are just not used to even being asked. They're not even used to having the space to say, this is what I need.
Right.
And is there something about then how the communication has to come about to allow that? Do you think there's something different than the mainstream kind of expect around communication?
Traditionally, it's more of you throw choreography on someone and they're able to do it, or they're not. There's not really a conversation at all. It's just, can you do this work? And with my approach, it's more of let's work together to figure out how you can shine, and more of a collaborative approach instead of me just throwing choreography on someone, which may or may not be great for their own aesthetic. To employ dancers with disabilities, they can create the work, and it doesn't have to just be about that one identity. It can be about other identities, it can be about pieces of art in the museum, it can be about whatever other choreographers want to create too. It has to be a more welcoming environment for that work to happen.
Yeah.
The value of inclusion for dance. Our performing company has worked really hard to create these pieces inspired by the amazing installations in this museum. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you stick around to talk with us afterward. So without further ado, we'll get started. Thank you so much again for coming.
Lauren wears a dark gray leotard with the sheer dress overlaid with a white wavy pattern. Lauren and Cynthia are facing each other and stand with opposite arms extended, holding hands and connected in tension. Their other arm circles around and down. They bend deeply and jump backwards while breaking their hold. While bent over, they rise on their toes with arms bent at their sides. Their right foot crosses their left. Their right arm comes up and they pivot away from each other. They step forward, bending over with arms making waves. They repeat. They turn to face one another, repeating. Lauren brings one arm up to twirl to Cynthia's side and resumes bending and waving. They both spin, Lauren spinning to the floor. Then they step backward 4 times with arms circling. Cynthia to the floor, Lauren to standing. They both flutter left to right. Sarah stands with right foot pointed backward and right arm curved in and left arm curved up. Lauren sits with right leg extended to the side and right arm to the side and left arm curved up. Shannon stands with right foot pointed back and arms curved in. All are wearing maroon sleeveless sheer dresses with slits on both sides, starting at the waist and ending at the ankles. They all slowly rotate clockwise while Sarah's left arm comes around with both arms curving up and left leg pointed backward. Lauren's leg bends in, so both legs are crossed and both arms are curved in. Shannon's arms curve up. Shannon and Sarah's arms extend out and down. Lauren's arms curve to the side. Both feet come to turn her to the side, arms and legs open. She pushes back on her right arm to stand. Sarah arabesques. Lauren and Shannon extend arms to the side and then forward from the waist with a flat back. All curve arms to the left side. All curve arms up and stand on their toes. They come down to bring their right foot to their knee. They lunge to the side with arms extended. They bring their left foot to their knee and flutter their right hand up. They bend over and rise with right arm up. One by one, they bring their right arm around to pivot. One dancer walks across the back of the stage, stepping heel to toe, very cautiously, slowly. She bends her knees, lowers her torso, and sweeps one arm up and back from where she walked. From there comes Janelle, who uses a wheelchair. She begins to circle around the stage. Meanwhile, Lauren wraps her arms around her stomach, switching front to back as if unsettled. She comes forward to the top of the stage, towards where Janelle is, spinning in space as well as spinning her forearms around each other. Janelle also extends a forearm away from herself and then back towards herself. Lauren reaches towards Janelle, extending one leg back and then turns to land behind Janelle. She turns around so that they both face the audience. Lauren steps onto the back of Janelle's wheelchair, raising and lowering one arm at a time as Janelle circles. She then lifts her chest up as she travels through the space with Janelle. She repeats that, and then crosses both arms in front of her heart, and then back outwards to each side of her. She makes circles with her torso, and repeats that motion of her forearms spinning around each other. Janelle makes the circling motion with one forearm. They both reach to the side and hold hands with arms held outwards, as Janelle again makes a big circle in the space with her wheelchair. Lauren then leaves the wheelchair, standing to face the audience. She hits the air with one fist and then the other, then lowers her torso to her thighs. She raises her torso again to take her hands to her head. As if agitated or overwhelmed, they both reach an arm back to the side of the stage and then back. They twice travel past each other, the second time holding hands in the middle for a quick moment. Lauren again reaches up and then presses her hands down to her left and then to her right. Meanwhile, at the other side of the stage, Janelle makes small circles with her wheelchair. Then Lauren presses her palms upwards and reaches forwards as Janelle travels towards her. She again steps one foot on the back of Janelle's wheelchair. They travel to the other side of the stage and then Lauren steps off. Again, they take slow steps, reach backwards and then forwards, bringing back movement from a few times earlier in the piece. Lauren again wraps her arms around her stomach as she slowly walks. Lauren reaches one leg forward, and then they both turn. She then sits on one side of the wheelchair, and they both travel towards the other side of the stage. They then turn to travel back towards the side of the stage from which they entered at the beginning of the piece. Lauren reaching one arm up to the sky. His left arm up to stand. Shannon's right arm is straight in front, with left arm straight behind. She bends down to rise. They all wrap one arm around their waist, the other behind. They step and alternate. They repeat 4 times. Janelle turns to face in. Sarah and Shannon turn to face Janelle. Their left hand touches their right arm. Their right arm circles underneath and over their left. They run towards Janelle to stand at either side. Shannon's left arm and Sarah's right arm rise. Sarah and Shannon leave to step forward with arms bent at 90-degree angles. They push down and back with their palms. They alternate while walking, pivoting facing front and behind 4 times. They face opposite directions and bend over with their right arm bent and left arm up. They step forward 3 times, pivot and step 3 times. Repeat twice, and pivot facing opposite directions. Shannon unfolds from the waist to exit stage, swaying with each step. Sarah's left hand touches her right arm. Her right arm circles underneath and over her left. She runs towards Janelle. Their left hands touch, push to the side, while their right arms extend back. They pivot to face the back. Sarah's left arm extends up. Janelle's right arm extends down. They turn away from each other to wrap one arm around their waist, the other behind. They face one another. Sarah arabesques with Janelle's arms reaching up. Sarah kicks forward and arabesques again to turn away. Janelle sways to the far left corner, then center to sway towards Sarah. Behind her, she steps and repeats. She steps twice, rolling her right, then left shoulders. Her arms float to her side as she's bent with her waist and hips to the side. Her arms wave through space. Her right foot slides forward as she rises to lean back with right shoulder popped. She sashays forward and makes small circles with her hands at her side. She steps backwards 4 times, hitting the air in time with the cymbals at each step. She drops to her knees, with arms bent at inverted 90 degrees. She spurs her left leg and right fist in time with the cymbal twice. She spins to fall on her hands. She rises her chest and slowly raises her curved arms until they are overhead. With the saxophones, she looks up to open her arms as they fall. She balances on her left hand and leg to circle her arm counterclockwise overhead. She sits and completely lays her face and chest on the floor while sweeping her arms around. She rolls. They continue until they're in a line facing right. With their arms and right leg extended to the side, they bend at the waist. They rise with arms bent at their sides. They repeat with their left side. They turn to the front. Their arms are bent while rising on their feet. Their right foot crosses their left, and their arms extend diagonally. pivot to the left and move their hands up and down while switching their feet up and down. They lean back, arcing their arm behind them and raising their left leg bent. They lean forward and bring arms in front of them. They bend deeply with arms extended. They deeply bend around the space 6 times. Cynthia and Sarah raise their left leg bent behind them. Everyone's arms extended to their sides while they slowly rotate. Cynthia and Sarah extend their leg behind them, facing back. They rise with arms bent at their side. They all windmill their arms while Cynthia and Sarah extend the leg back. They repeat to the right. They repeat to the front. They rise with arms bent at their side. Their hands make a triangle as they push their arms forward to either. Sarah and Cynthia wrap around each other. They release to face Janelle. Sarah's right and Cynthia's left hand presses Janelle's hands. They push her back. They face out. All scoop their right arm. They move forward, scooping their left arm. They
turning her hand. She then shifts to face the audience, laying on her side. She draws her knees into her chest, then uses one hand to push her legs to fall on the ground, leg straight, that leads her to sit up. She then comes to sit on one hip and then shifts to sit on her heels. Her arms sweep through space as she crosses her wrist. Her arms still alive and exploring possibilities. She lifts her hips slightly as she draws one hand up that same leg. She draws that same leg inward to draw it under her, sitting back on her heels. She then raises her hips again as one arm draws upward. Her elbows then lift and lower back to her sides, her wrist crossing along the way and her hands slightly shaking. She raises one arm up and then again shifts to face back to the room, one leg bent and crossed over the other. She again bends one knee as the other leg extends out. One hand coming to the other elbow. The arm reaches. She comes to kneel, bending at her hips, while her elbows rise behind her. She sweeps on the floor, pushing forward with her legs. She takes one hand to her walker and draws closer while walking her hands up it as she sits on her heels. One arm raises up and then lowers, the other still holding the walker. She rises to her knees and sweeps one knee in towards her, then away. She turns to face the audience, curving through her spine and then bringing one knee up. She turns back to her walker again, sweeping alternating legs in and out. She then lifts her chest, looks up and raises one arm again. That arm leads her into a turn. She finishes with one leg bent behind her. She plants that foot down to bend evenly, legs apart in space side to side. She steps forward, one hand on the walker. She turns with one knee up. She then faces her walker again to jump, turning so that she's inside her walker but facing away from it. Her hands on its handles, she takes 2 big steps forwards, then another to deeply lunge. She turns to face it again, bringing one leg back up behind her. She faces backward and reaches one arm away from her walker, and the other arm follows to reach toward her chair. She moves with her chair towards the back of the room, then towards the front. Facing away from the walker, she pushes one palm forward, lowers that, then shifts forward and backward in her chair. So, 3 or 4 of these pieces were in our current repertoire, and we have a lot more than that. And we created 4 of these pieces specifically inspired by some of the installations that I saw here that really grabbed my eye.
Next question. It is one of your pieces, the spoken interpretation was a bit more poetic. It had, it wasn't just a description of what was happening. Is that something you can experiment with more? It was very effective.
Thank you so much. The audio describer for that specific piece, his name is Dalton Day, and he is a poet. And we were so great to have him for that piece. If there are any poets out there who would like to collaborate with us, let me know.
First of all, I was very moved. I don't see dance very often, but I was very moved. Not even sure how to articulate it. I would love to come see you again. I am a theater person, so I'm really interested in the story behind how this company was born. I'd love to know a little bit about what inspired you and what you see for your future.
So I founded this company 2 years ago. As a disabled dancer, I couldn't find opportunities for me to train and perform on a professional level. And so I created that opportunity for myself. And then from there, it kind of grew into this amazing thing that beyond just me, from our performing company to the community work we do with other organizations to the education program that we now have.
I'll let you
I was wondering how the other dancers found the troupe, or how you guys found each other.
I'll let them tell that story.
I'm Sarah. Ellice actually, she and I did a workshop together, Citadel at Green Street Studios summers ago. And I also attended the Boston Dance Alliance audition. It's an open call audition that was held in Brooklyn, the high school, but now it's at the dance complex. So anyone can come and show up, and a bunch of choreographers and directors come and check them out and get in touch with you if they want to find, have you in their company. And Ellice actually asked me if I wanted to join on, so we did. So I've been with her for just over a year, I think. So.
My name's Cynthia. I met Ellice at a residency at the ICA Skeleton Architecture. Saw me dance there. Later, I was like, hey, would you like to be part of this? I was like, absolutely. Here I am.
Ellice and I both went to grad school at Boston University, and we were dancing together. I'm Shannon. About 9 or 10 months ago, I did a somewhat random Google search of opportunities to either dance with folks with disabilities or teach folks with disabilities. And then I came across Abilities Dance. I saw them perform at an expo, and I immediately approached Ellice and one of our managers, Lauren, and I said, do you guys have classes? How can I dance with you? Please take all my money. I just want to be with you. And then I auditioned, and I've been in the company for about nine or so months.
Hi, I'm Janelle. So I met Ellice, well, a mutual friend of ours. I was talking to her and I was saying, I really want to dance, I love dancing. I just can't find spaces that are really accessible or that are open to people who use power chairs. And she goes, let me connect you, this is my friend that I know. And I auditioned for Ellice, and I've been with the company for a year, and I've never felt more like a dancer in my life.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I am the composer and music director for Abilities Dance. And I met Ellice through a mutual acquaintance. I wrote one piece for the very first performance, and since then Ellice has been asking me to write specific pieces for specific events and performances, both in Boston and out of Boston. And she asked me to become the composer and music director for Abilities Dance, and I said yes. And it's been an amazing journey working with the company, with the dancers, with Ellice. It's been an amazing experience. Yeah. It is sort of simultaneously. I would give ideas to Ellice, she would play with them, and then she would present those ideas to the dancers. They would rehearse, and then I would write more ideas, and then it's just the process of repeating that until we get like a fully fleshed out piece. So that's pretty much the process. I don't know if the dancers had anything else to add to that, but that's how we move to pieces. It's more building it together with Ellice. So.
Hi, I have a quick question about both the abilities and the disabilities or differences that you have represented in your troupe. I was just noticing that there's the very obvious ones, but I noticed, for example, there's earplugs at the table at the entrance. I wasn't sure if that's for people who have auditory sensitivities or. So I'm just curious, there's the obvious abilities and disabilities that you see, but I would like to hear that articulated.
Yeah, so those earplugs are definitely in case there was any auditory sensitivity for the audience. Our company represents a range of disabilities, and I think it's important to know that not all disabilities are visible, and so it's important to represent that as well. I don't like to say this dancer has this or that, just because I feel like you need to validate that, and I don't think that's okay. I think just saying that we are dancers with or without disabilities is enough. And not only that, but we represent a range of races, genders, etc. And all of these identities make people who they are, and they influence the movements, and that's what I try to bring on stage.
Thank you. This was a wonderful evening, and it took me a little time to get adjusted to the audio. So sometimes I was over-focused on what was on the TV screen. And so tell me about, does every performance have audio? Are there times when you don't use audio? Or can you use audio in a different format?
Yeah, so the captions that you see are for an access point for any deaf or hard of hearing person that might be in the audience. And the audio instructions are an access point for any blind or vision folks that might be in the audience. We try to have them at all of our shows now, just because I think that people shouldn't have to request certain access needs. It should already be there in the performances. And so I take the audio descriptions over the music because it's kind of incorporating universal design where everyone's experiencing close to the same thing as possible. And that won't go away.
I noticed there was Braille also available. Was that?
Yeah. Also an access point for any blind or low vision person who might need to access the materials in that way.
Any other questions? Just one. How did you choose the artworks within the museum to create pieces for?
A few months ago, I just kind of roamed around the museum and tried to figure what sparked my eye, and different pieces really spoke to me, and the ships.
How you collaborate within the company in order to accommodate those and build off one another's skills, and also the same question around costuming.
So I definitely take each dancer's natural aesthetic into the pieces. We talk together, we work through movement, we kind of go back and forth, and I build off of that to create movement together. For the costuming, I